Alright, welcome back. Turn 37 of Roots, Bloody Roots. Did some trading with Asphodel, did some summons, and some more site searching. And this has been frustrating. Once again, searched in a wasteland. So a place that's supposed to have more sites with every path but air. Only nature was at level 1 and found zip zilch nada. So that's just the way it's going to be. Hopefully some of this Abyssian land has more sites. But yeah. Let's go ahead and actually move. I have this guy site searching over here since I never actually picked up air and earth. These are the guys that did the searching just now. They'll head out and we'll form a new search party, as it were. But, I mean, magic gems are the lifeblood of anyone in the middle to late game, so we just gotta keep pushing at it. Let's see the battles. So here we had this battle in Murius. We sent in our cool new thug with his cool new frostband and boots, and straight into the Abyssian army. So we can see, let's go ahead and zoom out for a second. It's getting his buff cycle going. There's some random guys running forward. I think those are the PD. Well, let's go ahead and see how Tammy does. I can speed this up while she just ran through her buff cycle. They're summoning a crap ton of magma children. Go up to the first magma child, we can slow it down again. So at this point, we've got resistant to every type of blow. We've got protection of 26, frostbrand, mist form from the armor, some reinvigoration. So he's got a lot of fatigue, but he's gonna get back in the swing of things before too long. Although it's something that I do need to watch out for. This buff cycle combined with encumbrant armor means that he will fatigue the hell out of himself. Either way, he smacks down that magma child, and he's getting surrounded by all the sacreds. Are they blessed? They are. A lot of them have broken crap from the brain that they've been subject to, so their protection is not as scary as it could be. Let's see. I guess maybe not a lot of them. Some of them have broken crap. Yeah, there's another guy with damaged stuff. And Mistform's holding up, which means he's regenning through everything. Can we speed this up a little? He's holding everybody off. The Vine Shield is working wonders. He's slapping down some guys. And then someone gets a hit in that pops his Vine Shield. Or his Mistform. It's now, just the volume of hits he's taking means that these guys hit for 22. He's 26 protection. He's not going to take a lot of damage from most hits, but the sheer volume of them is working its numbers on him. He gets scared, he runs away, he gets killed. So that was unfortunate. It was a good amount of gems down the tube. But we know that, he stood up to a bona fide army for a decent amount of time. Against, for what he is summoned to do against PD, we should be able to get some work done. Let's watch this battle here in Peacehaven. So there, we sent our guys back to join up with the original force, and they sent in these Anathema Salamanders straight into our army. And they're trying to make the best of it, but the wolves will take them out, to say nothing of the actual troops. Kind of echoing the similar situation these ghosts are holding off the wolves. Let's zoom out a bit. Speed up a bit. So the spiders are next. A random meteor flew over here, and eventually they just get ganked. So the outcome of that was near total wipeout. We lost a spider that not too attached to spiders. Got to watch some other people's battles. So let's watch this battle here. Nabaa beating up on some PD. Let's go ahead and speed through that. I just want to see if we see their blessing. Yeah. So Nabaa's blessing is fire resistance, reinvig, strength, and heat aura. Interesting combo of stuff. Kind of a smattering of abilities. Strength and heat aura kind of go together. Oh, the fire resistance is part of the heat aura. That makes sense. So their plan is to basically have hard to hit guys next to dudes that'll eventually fatigue out. And alright. Then a battle in Toan. Here Nabaa has some birds. Probably got those birds for free somehow. And then straight out of Hitchcock over here, the birds just swarm on this one sacred, and well, birds don't actually do much, but they kind of keep him busy while the archers gun him down. Although the archers get a decent number of birds too. So outcome of that, the birds automatically spawn, I guess, because of the Sheik. So Nabaa didn't actually lose anything there. In Bergamum, let's watch that. So this is Abyssia trying to reclaim a province that Nabaa raided. And, well, we can see how this is going to go. I think that this Centaur Hierophant is a PD. So, and then in Old Land, it's the same story here. So I got this on turbo. We can watch this real quick. But these Abyssians are just going to run over everything. It is good for me to know that web is somewhat effective against them. Alright. Events. Get that every turn. Some mold in this province, which could have been worse. It could have been out somewhere near the action. And a few fire gems. So once again, no money events. It is what it is. Just gotta hope for better fortune in a future turn. Should move this guy around a bit and do some site searching. Magic is starting to tick up, so that should be good for me. Let's go and give this robe to this guy. I'm not forging anything. Asphodel has been buying ensnaring gems off of me, so I'll just keep making those, and as long as he's buying, that should be a good arrangement. Alright, out west, I'm planning to attack this detachment of Abyssia. I don't know exactly where they're going to go. If I was Abyssia, I would probably move them back into the fort. But either way, the plan is to have a big-ass death stack and cause some problems. They'll also, by killing this province, because these two armies should kill this province, they'll clear a path for my new thug to make his way out here, since he's got the boots of Move Fast Good. Alright, let's look at scripting changes. These guys are still doing both the Body of Flames and Divine Blessing. So you've already seen this script mostly before. I haven't lost any mages, so it hasn't really changed. That reminds me, I need to forge another water ball. But these guys are new. And I forgot to keep some of the script. Oh, no. These guys are staying at home. They're not going with the army. So let's look at who's actually moving out. Leslie is going to bless everybody. That's her main role. She's pretty inspiring like that. I have given too many bodyguards to random dudes. I want this line to be nice and wide so that I can make sure that snakes don't get out ahead of everybody. So let's go ahead and move the snakes more inward. You see that they've got some deer too. Problem with having the snakes inward is that makes that area a popular target for enemy evocations. And those enemy evocations might randomly hit some of my mages. That said, the evocations I've been using are not very scary, like a fireball. I've got fire resistance. But if they up their evocation game, then that could be trouble for me. I don't know what Abyssia is actually researching right now. I've got a giant single or a giant double line here. Okay. So that's how tall this guy is. So hopefully that can basically just block off the whole battlefield. This guy is actually doing his own thing. I'm sending him as a small raiding detachment to try to grab this province. I don't expect Abyssia to move this force here. Because this force, like it says only 40 units, it's actually more than that. That's almost 70 sacreds as well as 6 spellcasters. So this is, in Abyssian terms, a bona fide army. If Abyssia is moving here, then they would do that as part of collecting a giant army here. But they have no reason to collect a giant army here. If they want to attack my castle, they could split up and be just as effective while having more options. The only reason that Abyssia would move these guys here is if they want to use this army alone as a raiding force, or if they're trying to intercept me. And that's a risk I could take. This is 12 sacreds and a dude. It's not a big force. Alright. Let's see. I do need to tweak the script a bit, actually, because these guys that are mine burning have a cool new toy available to them, which is Big Fucking Rock. So let's go ahead and do some of that. These are not accurate, and the fatigue, like this won't do anything because Abyssia has resistance, but the rocks themselves hit pretty hard, and Abyssia has so many sacreds that even if they miss their primary target, they've got a good chance of hitting somebody else. Or at least that is what I will go for. The dudes who can cast more effective spells like Bone Melter, of course, are going to do that. It's going to be a lot more accurate, and it'll instantly kill as opposed to just doing a lot of damage. Okay. And that's kind of a preview for this group. So I need to rename some dudes. We've got some bone melting. One guy casting Healing Rain. And then this guy will hold the water gems because he's not dumb enough to accidentally use them. I think I can put him on conservative magic gem usage, and then he'll just use the one. Because he'll be communioned up enough that he doesn't need more to prevent fatiguing out. I'll try it. Hopefully both of my armies participate in this fight. But in any case, we'll drop a bunch of meteors and some more meteors, and then we've got 7 slaves. This guy, he's got a Just Man's Cross. This won't do very much damage to Abyssian Sacreds. It can hurt regular Abyssians, and it keeps them in the back and out of trouble. I do want to make sure that he's not too close to Sacreds. Although he has his own Sacred Bodyguards. Okay, so what I need to do actually is give the Sacred Bodyguards to Leslie and these guys to him. Why am I doing that? In case one of them gets Body of Flames, I want to, or some other set on fireness. He does not have fire resistance, so I don't want anything bad to happen to him. There's no foul vapors in this army. That said, if they join up, then we'll get a lot of redundant coverage, which I think that's a good thing to have when you're fighting assassins. Research, we still got 400 points of research, working on construction finally. Don't care about the fire ants. The ice golems, that might be a good fit for me. Clockwork Smith is a gem generator of sorts, since he has a built-in gem discount. And then, more importantly, we'll get up to level 6 and get all sorts of goodies. We got the stag. He's just sitting around making deer and making gems. And we'll go from there. My god is actually just researching. I don't think I have anything better to do with her because I have no freaking gems. Which is just what it is. So, here's to hoping that I find some more magic sites. I've also got some more of these priests preaching in the hopes that they trigger mana from the heavens. Alright. Do I have any scouts on moving? Oh yeah, this guy. Okay, so Nabah is putting a workup on Jotunheim. I'll just go and keep watching over here. I expect Nabah to win this war at this point. Jotunheim's big advantage of their tough sacreds becomes less and less impactful as the game goes on, and then they'll just have to deal with their bad scales and worse magic. Not saying that Jotunheim doesn't have magic, it's just not as impressive. So that'll be the plan. A bit of an unfortunate start to the rating of this turn, but I should be able to get that enforced next turn. Siege strength, these guys have 289. These guys have 202, so that's a total of 491. Got accurate scrying going on here. And at some point, Abyssia will have to come out of play. Additionally, what I could do, I could go down here to the first forest, where I threaten both of these places, and then Abyssia will have to decide which one they want to keep, basically. So that'll be the plan. Lots of excitement. I will see you on turn 38.